Meeting to stop misleading information. MOU signed for agro-park. And locals in Rigo want better roads.
This is National EMTV News with Shamaine Poriambep.
Welcome. This is Saturday's news. A national advocacy meeting between church leaders and the national government with the support from WHO and UNICEF was held yesterday at the Archdiocese of Port Moresby Chancery. Churches joined the advocacy to promote the national vaccination rollout across the country. Church leaders say there are too many misleading information circulating in the country, and this must stop by proper advocacy, not just by the government agencies, but churches as well.
With the increase in spread of COVID-19 in the country, a multi-sectoral approach was needed to manage the spread and encourage Papua New Guineans to participate in the vaccination rollout programs currently being held in provinces around the country. The World Health Organization and UNICEF, including the National Department of Health, presented facts, figures and findings on COVID-19 and the importance of vaccination rollout program.
The focus we want to take here is trying to sensitize, if you like, the leaders of the churches, so that the leaders of the churches can be able to take the right messages down to the people and iron out these controversial issues that are now affecting the people.
Church leaders also presented and shared the importance of partnership in managing the pandemic by encouraging everyone to be vaccinated. The role of churches was important at this juncture in reaching people with the right information on vaccines through their networks, church services, fellowship groups, including youth and other ministries. This is to help start the conversation in dispelling rumors and misinformation that would help protect people and save lives.
One of the biggest issues we have at the moment is just to speak against the misinformation that's happening in our communities. And so we were given some facts. We were given the absolute facts about the vaccination, the importance of vaccination. This is a global pandemic. It requires a global response.
While the churches have clearly backed the rollout of the AstraZeneca vaccine, Cardinal Sir John Ribot says protecting people is more crucial than misleading the public from rumors of the vaccine. He says this is not the first vaccine to be used in the country.
And so we have to be very careful. How do we receive the information, how we understand them, and how we really give the truth to the people. And as church leaders, this is what I would like to see happen. That we speak a message to our people, giving them confidence, encouraging them to be able to look beyond what they are hearing from outside.
Jack Lopava Jr., National EMTV News.
North Fly District has prioritized the work of churches in the electorate to ensure the people are guided by the beliefs and principles of the Christian faith. North Fly MP James Donald was in Gamorabu Village, situated along the banks of the mighty Fly River down the river from Kiunga. The North Fly District Development Authority presented a total funding of 100,000 kina as contribution for the new church building of Gamorabu Catholic Church. The funding is 1/10 of the DSIP funding under the church sector. MP Donald assured the people of his electorate that the North Fly District Development Authority will continue to prioritize spiritual development and partner with the churches. People's First Party leader and Yanguru Sausia MP Richard Maru has acknowledged the government's commitment to improve the country's voting system in the 2022 national general elections. This included their plans to roll out biometric voter registration and voting. The party leader says the party fully supports any electoral reforms that enhance the integrity of the democratic political process.
And this competition is
Speaking to the media on Thursday, party leader Richard Maru acknowledged the government's commitment to improve the country's electoral process, and that is the introduction of the biometric voter registration system. While his party stands ready to support this initiative, there are questions as to when this program will be implemented.
We all want to support it. Our party will be the first party to put its hands up. We want to support the reform of the electoral process.
Over the years, the country has been faced with the challenges of voter registration, election fraud and multiple votes, among others. This results in eligible voters not given their full entitlement to exercise their democratic right to vote. Maru says the use of technology in the electoral process will help address these challenges. Earlier this month, an announcement was made by the Electoral Commission to conduct biometric registration and voting for the 2022 elections. However, the party is concerned about how the biometric registration will be conducted and if there are resources and technical expertise to make it happen.
I call on the Electoral Commissioner to inform the people of Papua New Guinea, are you going to deliver biometric voter registration and a common role update that is anchored on a biometric registration system?
With the 2022 general elections only months away, the party is questioning if there are strategies in place to register all voters in time. They also questioned if there is a budget allocated for the biometric voter registration.
The acting electoral commissioner must tell the country and the government must tell the country, have you got funds? When does the process start? What is the schedule? When do you get to all the provinces? We want to improve the voting system. We all want that. Our party wants that. It's best for the people, it's best for country, it's best for our democracy.
The party further appealed to the Electoral Commission to come clear on how they plan to roll out this project. The party leader says his party will continue to support the Electoral Commission to ensure better electoral processes are put in place. Maru says the country needs a system that allows for equal participation for all eligible voters based on the principle of one voter, one vote.
We want to improve the electoral process, so our citizens must have a right to a fair and free elections. This is one of the key platforms that our party believes in and will stand on. We are for the people. They must exercise their right. And the government has to facilitate for that.
Rayon Lakingu National, MTV News.
Higher Education Minister Wesley Raminai announced yesterday afternoon the suspension of Department Secretary Father Jan Zuba. This follows charges by the police on the 18th of December 2020, to which Father Zuba is currently under investigation. An NEC decision number 80 of 2021 was made, calling for the suspension of the secretary and appointment of an acting secretary for DHEST. The decision also directed the department to convene investigation on all terms of reference, and a final report will be made to NEC. Minister Raminai says Father Jan should be able to clear all allegations during this indefinite suspension period. Dr. Francis Hualup Momi is appointed as the acting DHEST secretary for interim of 3 months.
And there's been allegations, criminal allegations labeled against him. And so that's the reason why he was suspended by NEC. And it's also good for Father Jan Zuba, because that's something that can only clear his name. It's just good for me. It's not bad for him. Yeah, it's not good for him to keep staying in the office, and then you got Papua New Guineans out there, people out there who keep thinking that, no, why is this guy still in office, you know? And I know a lot of you have raised that question so many times, and our government has also looked into that. And through NEC, we've made a decision to suspend him. And then after he clears his name out, then he will be able to, we'll take it back to NEC, and then he can come back and then continue his work, what he's been doing. We are not terminating Father Jan Zuba from employment. We only suspended him.
My job and challenge now is to implement the 3 priorities so that we clear former secretary's name, and in so doing we restore credibility and confidence at the department and sector level.
You're watching National MTV News. More of the day's stories after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to the news. The Gamorabu Road in Rigo Central Province is in a dire need for rehabilitation. The village people have raised concerns on the local MP Lekwa Gure and Central Governor Robert Agarabe to improve the poor road condition.
Gamorabu Village is approximately 2 hours drive from Port Moresby, where service is reachable. But despite this fact, the community still lacks basic services such as road. Behind me is the deteriorating road condition that needs improvement. Locals say they want the member responsible to fix the road condition. Gemo Primary School head teacher Kilagi Golu says, due to the failed state of the road condition, most times, especially on wet seasons, it's difficult for inspectors to visit the school to assess teachers' performances.
So most of the time when inspectors of our superiors come around, they bypass us. And because of that, teachers, like there is no motivation. They know that no one cares, no one wants to come and see us, so why would I do what I am supposed to do?
For locals, it's a tough walk for them, carrying loads of garden food such as banana and coconut to the junction where PMVs are reachable. In some instances on emergency cases, access to health center is also difficult because of the road condition.
In emergency cases, Tarangum Plus a struggle to walk about Golo Johnson because road blomi pla bagarap. Amas players in plus stop now here road blomi plus a stop or semtasol. No got man lokam stere team.
A village elder Vevato Valley is concerned the lack of service to such infrastructure is not helping the community to progress in development. He is appealing to responsible authorities and district leaders to look at the needs of the village and assist with basic services.
Governor said he was going to assist us, but only the words reached the village, but there is no service. But with Rigo member Lekwa Gure, we haven't heard anything from him yet. Up to date.
Sulisuli, National MTV News.
Kumul Petroleum Holdings Limited presented the first set of specialist medical equipment for the cardiac intensive care unit in Port Moresby, to the Port Moresby General Hospital yesterday. KPHL Managing Director Wapu Song says this is to support Papua New Guineans suffering from heart and lifestyle diseases.
This equipment will go towards assisting patients suffering from heart diseases and other lifestyle diseases that result in heart attack.
Core equipments that are required, including the cardiac outpatient equipment, which includes echocardiograms, ECG machines, treadmills, on the diagnostic path of the cardiac services.
As part of the Memorandum of Agreement that was signed in August 2019 between the Kumul Petroleum and Port Moresby General Hospital, KPHL committed $50 million to the hospital for a period of 5 years. KPHL Managing Director Wapu Song says the first part of this agreement is the infrastructure, which is completed now, then the equipment, which started yesterday, and finally human resources.
Human resources for specialized doctors, as well as technicians that will operate the equipment that help support the doctors with operating a patient or for patient care.
That person is already in the country, is quarantined at the moment, and will be joining Port Moresby General Hospital hopefully next week Monday.
CEO for PMGH Paki Molumi says COVID-19 restrictions posed as a challenge for patients with heart diseases to seek treatment overseas. He says it is about time PMGH has equipment and facilities to provide services to the people.
So that we provide quality health service to our people. We keep the money in this country, so we don't allow our Papua New Guineans to get treatment overseas. And also drive medical tourism and get our Pacific Islanders, Southeast Asia, and of course Australia as well to seek treatment in this country, Port Moresby General Hospital.
This partnership has made way for the establishment of a heart center in Port Moresby General Hospital. Gertrude Gabi, National MTV News.
The Eastern Highlands Provincial Government continues to invest in the agriculture sector. Yesterday, Governor Peter Numu and the Provincial Administrator John Gimisive signed a Memorandum of Understanding with the Livestock Development Corporation. The MOU entails arrangements to set up the Gorka Agro-Industrial Park, which is in line with the province's 2018 to 2022 Integrated Development Plan. The Eastern Highlands 2018 to 2022 Development Plan sets the roadmap for development initiatives in the province and beyond 2022. The provincial government believes this plan has the potential to develop the local economy that is inclusive and sustainable for all residents in the province, aiming to enhance people's livelihoods and improve their standard of living. Through this plan, the provincial government, under the leadership of Governor Peter Numu, hopes to grow the local economy and instill fiscal stability in the province by way of prioritizing transport infrastructure, agriculture, and trade and investment.
All get this like dream man blow me put him one time. Now wish blow me all get put him one time. He come on top awesome. That's all government no got enough money to move him all get something at once. So people have to work very hard to make sure that vision or dream and people bring me agriculture or businesses, it come true.
Part of the support to the agriculture sector is the plan to establish the Goroka Agro-Industrial Park.
Belong rice factory, coffee factory, mushroom factory, Narbal factories belong honey. Now this like government la make him integrate him all geta come inside lo one house. Now make sure that me bla pani mo line blo got through market lo this la work on them department blo agriculture. Now kiss him all come inside all by go inside lo this la center all by look him all one products belong Yumi Eastern Island stop inside lo this la house.
The national government, through the Livestock Development Corporation, has come on board to support the provincial government achieve that goal. This partnership was cemented through a memorandum of understanding signed between the provincial government and the national government yesterday.
Belong make him agriculture park where all get work belong book demand by Yubla Kamugim marketing Yubla Kam Salem and then all by creating access flow all by exporting all Nala place the supply throughout the country blow in too. When if something you make him any way forward, Lohoga province he must be on him. Every ting belong government now. One province you must got buying point belong him. You must got depot belong him. You mean you can wait the solo company. You mean you can look the solo private sector.
Livestock Development Corporation, or LDC, is a state-owned company that was incorporated to develop and promote the livestock industry in the country. The national government recognizes the need to revamp the livestock industry in PNG, and through LDC, it intends to work with other interested partners to revamp and develop the dwindling cattle and livestock industry in the country. The purpose of the MOU is to establish a framework for cooperation between the parties and to work together and achieve the goal of establishing a well-managed and run Goroka Agro-Industry Park aimed at serving the commercial interest of the Eastern Highlands Provincial Government and the Livestock Development Corporation through a joint venture company. As the government steps up its support to the agriculture sector, it is calling on the people to be serious about investing in their own land. Agriculture Minister John Simon continues to emphasize that Papua New Guineans have two most important things: free and abundant land, including labor. The low prices and high cost associated with commodity farming and several other agriculture produce has forced many Papua New Guineans away from tilling the land. According to the Agriculture Minister John Simon, the national government has recognized this, with this government initiating the Price Support and Agriculture Intervention Program. The program hopes to put money directly into farmers' pockets. In its pilot period, the Price Support Program has received many praise from farmers throughout the country.
For the first time, people like money must come down like Yupla. That is why now people around first 50 million kina, people try to roll him out. They got plenty something, maybe look away, find him out, or process him, how come correct him, how come straight him, so that next something people make him, but must go good, must start him plant him and marry.
For provinces like Eastern Highlands, with agriculture being part of its 4-year development plan, it created a business to give a fair price to coffee growers in the province, challenging the middleman.
So provincial government is working this decision. Now creating Rumbia Coffee Export Limited. So that company act as a vehicle or some car go overseas. Now buy them good to market.
South Bougainville also just launched its agriculture company for this purpose, to help the farmers, lifting the price of cocoa bags, buying a dry bean bag for 500 kina. The PNG Cocoa Board has also increased the export levy to 100 kina, with intentions to support extension work in the country.
I mean, no travel money. But you look at no intervention now, government put him no coffee in a cacao. People are talking, having price by 50 toya, having price by 1 kina per kilo. And government give him support. Now government makes him money well or supporting you.
With such incentives and many more from districts to provincial and national government level, the Agriculture Minister is calling on Papua New Guineans to farm the land. The minister stressed that many have been lured to the city and towns in search of opportunities, but the real money-making opportunity is back in the village.
You don't have carry one plus something, gonna talk by him, gonna have store long all sign on, maximum clothes long, uniform plus school fee. Sorry, uniform plus school pigini. But you need him on him. Money. Now, also through you don't got ground now you pay any money.
The minister says the potential for Papua New Guinea to be the leader in agriculture is huge, but comes back to individual Papua New Guinean.
Suppose you all get the line, you work cacao, now work coffee. You mean by not have complain of school fee, complain of road, complain of kind something. But you mean supporting country, but you may go through.
Also available is the freight subsidy. Commodity farmers can also seek subsidy assistance from commodity boards. This support is purposely to help rural farmers transport their commodities to town. The idea for all these incentives is to help the farmers take home more from their hard work.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoniPlus, with you always.
Weather forecast for tonight and tomorrow in the southern region. Port Moresby partly cloudy with chance of a brief light shower or two. Daru and Alotau cloudy with some showers. Karima and Popondetta mostly cloudy with a few showers. In the Momasa region, Ley mostly cloudy with chance of evening shower or two. Medang partly cloudy with evening shower or two. And Wewak and Vanimo mostly fine. In the New Guinea Islands, Loringau, Kavieng and Buka partly cloudy with a shower or two. Kokopo and Rabaul cloudy with some showers. Kimbe partly cloudy with afternoon showers or two. And finally in the Highlands region, Mount Hagen morning fog clearing into cloudy periods with light showers possible. Goroka and Kundiawa partly cloudy with chances of few light showers. Mendi and Wabeg mostly cloudy with some showers.
Weather update was proudly brought to you by MoniPlus, with you always.
And that's the news, sports and weather for Saturday, the 22nd of May 2021. Pleasant viewing. Be safe. Bye for now.